Mara Quill slapped the airlock override. Metal groaned and sealed with a pneumatic hiss. Red lights pulsed across his console. A distress ping had yanked him off course 10 minutes ago. Faint, child-coded from a drifting freighter now trailing his salvage rig. Boarders swarmed that wreck, but they'd locked onto his heat signature. He killed main power. Lights died. His rig, the Drift Fox, went dark and cold. No sweep could tag a ghost ship now. Footsteps echoed from the medbay, small ones. Not his. Mara grabbed his multi-tool and edged down the corridor. Life signs flickered on his wrist scanner, too huddled. His medbay cabinet. He palmed the door. It slid open. 2 alien children uncurled from the shadows. Pale blue skin shimmered under grime. Wide black eyes locked on him. The elder clutched the younger. Fins along their necks flared in threat. Royal markings, gold filigree on their brows, gleamed faint. "Easy," Mara said. He dropped to one knee, palms up. "You're safe here." The elder, 8 maybe, hissed. "Liar. Give us to the hunters, human." The smaller one whimpered, burying her face in her sister's side. Dehydration. Toxins. No time for talk. He pulled thermal blankets from the rack and draped them over the girls. Soft fabric hummed, warming on contact. "I'm Mara. This is my ship." He kept his voice level, like logging a salvage claim. "Hunters can't board now. Power's out." The elder's eyes narrowed. "Lyra," her collar tag read. "We hid when they docked your rig. Pinged from your comms."
You answered. Smart kids.
Stowaways from the freighter. Straight into his medbay during the chaos. Nemi, the little one, peeked out. Her tiny hand brushed his knee. She didn't pull away. Mara fired up the portable tox scanner. He pressed the pad to Lyra's arm. Beeps confirmed sedatives. Malnutrition. Hold still.
She tensed but let him.
Results scrolled. Clithery physiology. Queen Serith Vale's heirs. Scans matched public med files. Royal abduction headlines from last cycle. You're the Vale daughters. He kept injecting neutralizers into Nemi next. Universal port adapter clicked into her neck vein. Human tech jury-rigged for a dozen species. Fluids flowed. Color returned to her cheeks. Lyra snatched the scanner readout. "You know our dam?"
"Then sell us back to Carrick. All spacers do."
Mara shook his head. "Not my play. Carrick Doss wants profit. I want you breathing."
He patched a hypo to her line. She flinched but held.
Nemi leaned into him. Her fingers twined his sleeve. Warmth spread, Clythari touch bonding. Trust via skin contact. Human normal, but to them, rare. The Drift Fox shuddered. Tractor beam. Carrick's freighter probing. Strap in. Mara scooped Nemi, light as a medkit, and buckled her into the crash couch. Lyra climbed beside her, fins quivering.
"He hit auxiliary power. Console glowed."
Tight band SOS. Child safe ID. Mic live. Queen Sarith Vale, this is Mara Quill, civilian medic on Drift Fox. Your daughters are aboard. Stable, no pursuit yet. Cords attached. Carrick Doss inbound. Decoy launching now. He punched launch. A beacon rocketed starboard, pulsing fake life signs. Misdirect for the bastard captain. Lyra gripped the armrest. She won't come. Humans lie. Dam says your kind scavenges, doesn't protect. Mara throttled engines. The Drift Fox banked hard, slingshotting around a trade lane buoy. Sensors pinged. Carrick's ship veered toward the decoy. Hook set. Warm human. Safe. Lyra watched the readout.
Carrick's freighter fired probes at empty space.
You tricked them. Routine salvage dodge. Mara monitored vitals. Lyra's heart rate dropped. Nemi slept. Fingers locked on his. Hours blurred. Mara rationed protein paste. Human stock, but Clythari ate it fine. He cleaned their cuts with antiseptic wipes. Lyra quizzed him. Why no crew? Lone spacer? Salvage medic. Pull wrecks? Patch survivors. Pays neutral. He daubed Nemi's fin. No flinch. Lyra's voice cracked. Said royals fetch high on black markets. Mara logged the statement, evidence for lanes patrol. Not on my rig. Alarms chirped. Incoming hail tight band, royal cipher. Mara accepted. Hollow flickered. Queen Serith Vale filled the projection. Towering, sapphire-scaled, crown fins erect. Her warship loomed on sensors, closing fast. Human. Mara angled the cam. Girls waved. Nemi beamed. Lyra nodded, cautious but steady. Sarith's eyes widened. They live. Untainted. Full tox clear. Fluids in. Carrick chased decoy. Your intercept now. The Queen leaned forward. Why risk? Spacers ransom or run? Mara shrugged. Kids pinged distress, I answered. Shared job now. Get 'em home. Keep protect Stam. Like you taught. Surith paused. Fins relaxed a fraction. DOS evades lanes patrol. My fleet pins him. You dock with Vale's fury. Airs transfer. Affirm. Mara synced navs. Docking clamps engaged minutes later. Airlock cycled. Saris strode in, guards flanking. She swept Lyra and Nemi into embrace. Tears, rare for Clytheri, glistened. Mara stepped back. Job done.
Sorith turned. Medic Quill.
You sheltered what I value most. Alone. Routine. Her gaze pierced.
No human routine bonds my young so fast.
Nemi clings you still. Nemi tugged Mara's cuff. Stay, Mara friend. Lyra nodded. He tricked hunters. Fixed us. Sarith knelt to their level. He proved worthy. To Mara, join my escort to core worlds. Carrick flees. Your decoys bought time. Mara checked his rigs boards. Clear skies ahead. Kids safe first. Then yeah, shared job. Sarith's claw gripped his shoulder. Formal Claythari pact. Trust sealed. Carrick's ship exploded on long-range scan. Queen's fleet work. The Drift Fox slotted into formation. Lyra waved from the Fury's viewport. Nemi pressed a palm print to the glass. Touch bond promise. Mara smiled. Humans fixed what broke. Clythari guarded the nest. Together,
Unbreakable. Sensors pinged new.
Pirate swarm. Carrick's allies. Sarith hailed. Ready, Quill? He gunned engines, born ready. Trust ignited. Protection spread. Docking clamps hammered the Drift Fox's hull like a predator's jaws. Mara Quill gripped the corridor rail, medkit slung over her shoulder. Alarms cut off mid-screech. The alien Queen's cutter had intercepted her SOS. First responder no lanes patrol in sight. Lyra clutched Nemi tighter in the medbay behind her. The elder girl whispered, too fast. Trap, stay put. Mara sealed the inner door. Her thumb hovered over the pressure bulkhead control. Carrick Doss still hunted them, his pirate frigate ghosting trade lanes. These new contacts? Clythari signatures. But trust earned credits first. Airlock cycled with a hiss. Boots thudded, multiple. Mara slapped the bulkhead switch. Steel slabs slammed down, sealing the corridor waist-high. Identify, she barked through the intercom. A shadow loomed in the outer cam feed. Queen Sarith Vale towered, iridescent scales glinting under emergency strobes. Fins flared wide, claws flexed. 6 guards fanned behind her, pulse rifles hot. Queen Sarith Vale, sovereign of the Clythari Nestworlds. Her voice boomed, translated crisp by the ship's AI. Heirs Lyra and Nemi, aboard? Mara eyed the rifles. Kids spooked easy after Doss's cages. Medic Mara Quill, civilian salvage. Kids safe in medbay. Weapons down first. Proof you're not Doss's play.
Sarith's golden eyes narrowed. Fins twitched. Rage or calculation.
Ship-wide. Thermal sweep. Now.
Intruders hide. Mara patched her scanner feed to the bulkhead screen. 2 small blips in medbay, her own steady beside. Clear except us. You storm in armed. They bolt. Seen it. One growled low, Clythari subsonics rumbling through the deck. Sarith raised a clawed hand. Silence dropped. You block a queen? Block anyone who risks my patience. Mara kept voice level, routine. Triage first, egos later. Enter alone. See for yourself. Sarith paused. Her gaze drilled the cam. Clythari queens commanded fleets, shredded hulls in void combat. This human? No armor. No rank. Just steel in her spine. Holster, Sarith snapped. Rifles clicked safe. Slung, guards backed to airlock. Bulkhead, word, open. Mara stepped aside, hand near stunner. Sarith ducked the frame. 8 feet of coiled muscle, crest feathers ruffled. She moved like a storm held in check. Scent of ozone and salt filling the corridor. Lead. 1 word. Mara nodded, guiding down the tight passage. Driftfox groaned under strain. Doss's parting gift, micro breaches patched hasty. Medbay hatch slid aside. Lyra stood guard, shard shiv from Doss's cage clutched tight. Nemi huddled on the bunk, tendrils wrapped around a saline pouch Mara had rigged as comfort. Both froze at Sarith's shadow. Mother. Lyra's voice cracked. She dropped the shiv, launched into fins. Nemi wailed, scrambling after. Sorith swept them up, embrace crushing yet tender. Crest feathers smoothed. My nests, safe. Tears, phosphorescent, tracked her scales. Rare. Clithery wept for the fallen, not relief. Mara leaned on the bulkhead. Job done. Kid scanned clean, vitals stable. She powered down the autodock. Sarith turned, Lyra and Nemi still clinging. Medic Quill. Her gaze pierced, assessing. You salvaged from DOS. Alone. No crew. Routine salvage. Mara shrugged. Found the pod adrift. Cracked it open. Lyra piped up from Sorith's shoulder. He tricked the hunters. Fixed our burns. No questions. Nemi reached out, tendril snagging Mara's cuff. Stay, Mara friend. Exhaustion tugged her lids, but grip held firm. Sorith's fins relaxed a fraction. She knelt, setting daughters down gentle. DOS evades lanes patrol. My fleet pins him at the nebula fringe. You dock with Vale's fury. Airs transfer. Affirm. Mara synced nav data. Docking clamps engaged minutes later. Smooth this time. Airlock cycled seamless. But Sorith lingered in medbay. Guards waited outside. No human routine bonds my young so fast. She tilted head. Mara checked Nemi's chart. Delahydration fixed, fractures braced. Kids need steady hands. I gave 'em. Human compassion? Just checklist. Stabilize, protect. Lyra tugged Sorith's fin. He proved worthy. DOS caged us for ransom. Mara flew decoys, lost him. Sarith rose. To Mara, join my escort to core worlds. Carrick flees. Your decoys bought time.
Share the hunt.
Mara patched into his Horridge's boards. Long range clear. Kids safe first. Sorith's claw gripped Mara's shoulder. Formal clithery packed. Pressure like a vice but no break. Trust sealed. Transfer complete. Lyra and Nemi waved from Fury's viewport as Driftfox slotted into formation. Nemi pressed a palm print to the glass. Touch bond promise. Tendril splayed. Mara smiled, throttling engine sync. Humans fixed what broke. Clothari guarded the nest. Together, unbreakable. Sensors pinged. Pirate swarm. Carrick's allies 20 strong vectoring from the nebula. Sorith hailed, voice steel. Ready, Quill? Mara gunned the mains. Born ready. Driftfox surged forward. Fury's batteries charged beside. Lyra's face pressed viewport fierce now. Nemi mimicked Mara's salute. Swarm closed. Lead pirate broadcast. Royal bitch yield the human. She's marked. Sorith laughed. Subsonic boom. Hunt begins. Mara plotted intercept. Flank left.
Fury peeled off. Mara dove. Decoy drones spitting plasma ghosts.
Pirates bit. 8 broke pursuit. Shields bucked first hit.
Mara rolled. Countermeasures blooming. Kids see this? Lyra cheers. Sarith's cutter shredded a tail ender, debris blooming silent. Nemi's voice patched through, tiny. Mara friend fast. Another hit rocked Driftfox. Hull breach, minor. Mara sealed it. Foam hissing. Patch me your med data. Mutual now. Sarith sent files. Wounds from boarding.
Stabilize that fin. Stabilize. Pirates regrouped. Carrick's frigate emerged coreward. Queen's fleet hadn't pinned him full.
Quill evasive. Sorith's barrage lit void. Mara jinked. Tractors snagging a pirate fighter. Slammed it into its wingman. Got your 6. Lyra hailed direct. Teach me that role. Kid. Later. Mara grinned. Trust built-in fire protection shared. Swarm thinned. Fury's lances gutted 3. Driftfox's medbays pinged. Clithery casualties incoming. DOS broadcast. Queen. Ransom doubles. Human dies first.
Sorith roared. You took my nests.
She gave them back. Mara locked missiles. Fire on my mark. Cooperation clicked. Missiles lanced true. DOS's engines bloomed. Fleet closed. Pirates scattered. Debris cooled. Valet's fury hailed dock. Mara complied. Airlock cycling. Sorith met her, bandaged fin stiff. Lyra and Nemi flanked. Nemi's tendril extended. Family now? Mara took it. Warm pulse.
Found family. Sorith nodded.
Core worlds await. More nests guard. But scopes pinged faint. Reinforcements? Deeper black.
Quill. Sarith's claw on shoulder again.
Together. Always. Bond forged in void. Sorith's claws extended toward her daughters. Lyra and Nemi lunged past them, straight into Mara's arms. Mara dropped to one knee on the Drift Fox's deck plating. Nemi's small tendrils clutched her gloved hand first. The girl trembled, fins quivering. Mara pulled her water bottle from her belt. She twisted the cap free and held it out. No words. Nemi snatched it, gulped, then gripped tighter. Her elder sister hovered close, eyes scanning Mara's face. Sarith froze mid-stride. Her bandaged fin twitched. The Queen's nostrils flared, releasing a sharp, musky pulse. Royal scent code, Mara guessed from the vids. Command laced with reassurance. Lyra stiffened. She stepped forward alone, shoulders squared. Mother. Her voice stayed steady, but her gaze flicked back to Mara. Sarith knelt in turn. Her claws parted Lyra's frilled collar with precision. A faint scanner beep echoed from her wrist bracer. Green light swept the girl's neck, then her limbs. No implants.
What?
Lyra held still, trusting the ritual. Sarith repeated it on Nemi, who whimpered but didn't pull away from Mara's glove. Clean, Sarith murmured. Her eyes locked on Mara. You shielded them. Mara nodded once. She eased Nemi's tendril grip loose. Stood.
They're tough. Your genes.
She tapped her wrist console. Ship logs projected in hollow between them. Timestamps glowing. Mara swiped to the nav history. A jagged pirate route burned red. Carrick Doss's frigate signature, looping through the outer trade lanes. He jumped here after the snatch. I tracked salvage chatter. Cut him off at the relay. Sarith's claws traced the path. Her frills rippled. Calculating. Doss evaded my vanguard. You burned this solo? Driftfox runs quiet. Med bays paid the fuel. Mara dismissed the hollow. Alarms pinged soft from the bridge. Scanwave incoming. Alliance patrols sweeping for pirate remnants. Fury's mass would flag them all. Hide the girls. My stormlocker. False hull. No emissions. Lyra tugged Nemi's arm. Safe? Like a black hole, Mara said. She led them down the corridor, boots thudding. Sarith followed, bulk filling the tight space. Nemi stuck to Mara's side, water bottle clutched like a shield. The locker hatch irised open. Crates stacked high, medkits wedged in corners. Mara shoved a panel aside. A narrow cavity yawned, reinforced, soundproof. In. 2 minutes max. Nemi crawled first, tendrils trailing. Lyra boosted her sister, then squeezed in beside. Their eyes met Mara's through the dim light. Trust hung there raw. Sarith hesitated. My heirs, with me. Mara met the Queen's stare. Scans hit hard. They pinged biosigns. Sarith nodded sharp. She sealed the panel herself. Claws clicked locks. Fury masks you. Go. Sarith matched her stride. Consoles lit frantic. Scanwave crested. Alliance drones pinging every hull in range. Driftfox's false transponder chirped. Civilian salvage rigged. Clean manifest. Quill. Sarith gripped the co-pilot rail. Her scent thickened the air, alert, protective. Doss's route ends at Blackspire Station. Slave markets. Mara punched throttles. Fury's tractors tugged them into formation. We hit it first. Your lances, my boarding tubes. A ping spiked. Drone locked on. Mara jinked starboard. Evasive weave. Sarith braced. Claws denting the rail. Alliance hunts royals too. Leverage. Not today. Mara spoofed the signal. Drone veered off, chasing ghosts. Clear. Nemi's voice crackled over intercom, muffled. Mara, friend. Mara thumbed the locker feed. Breathe slow, kid. Sing that lullaby. Lyra knows it. Lyra's hum filtered through, faint. Nemi quieted. Sarith watched the feed. Her frills softened.
She calls you friend.
After days in chains. Kids spot steady hands. Mara checked scopes. Blackspire loomed in 2 jumps. Neutral rock, pirate haven. Doss's trail faded there.
He'll fence them quiet. We crash the auction.
Fury jumped first. Driftfox rode the wake. Void warped, stars streaking. Sarith pulled a data spike from her bracer. Plugged into Mara's console. My nest's codes. Open doors on Blackspire. Mara slotted it. Files bloomed. Layouts, guard rotations, buyer manifests. Carrick Doss topped the list. Ransom pivot to black market. Smart. Your move? Joint. Sarith's claw tapped a vent shaft. You breach Medwing style. I draw fire. Alarms blared anew. Fury's sensors screamed. Contacts astern. Pirate reinforcements. DOS's wingmates. 4 corvettes knifing from the black. They're on to us, Mara slammed evasive. G-forces pinned them. Sareth snarled, scent spiking battle rage. Form up. Fury leads. Mara hailed the Queen's Bridge. Lyra, Nemi, stay put. We're ending this. Nemi's tendril press ghosted Mara's memory. Steady. Corvettes loosed torpedoes. Fury's point defense shredded 2. Driftfox tractors snagged a 3rd. Yanked it into the blast. Debris peppered the hull.
Sarith roared over comms. Quill.
Flank left. Mara rolled. Missiles spat. 1 corvette vented Atmo spiraling. They're calling it in. Mara plotted intercept. Station locks down in 60. Sarith's voice hardened. Drop me a shuttle. I board alone. No. Mara locked tractors on the runner. Slammed it into Fury's lances. Bloom of fire. Girls need us both. Shared job. Silence. Then. Agreed. Black spire swelled on scopes. Docks crawled with traffic. Smugglers, slavers. DOS's frigate nestled deep. Armed guards swarming. Mara vectored low. Storm locker clear? Soreth checked. Quiet. Good. We dock hot. Shuttle bay irised. Mara grabbed her medkit, cutters, tranks, breaching charges. Sareth met her there, plasma lance humming. Lyra's voice piped up. Mother? Stay hidden, nestlings. Sareth scented the air. Calm command. Mara, friend. Guards. Nemi giggled soft. Family fast. Mara shouldered the kit. Damn right. They hit the station vents. Soreth sliced grates with claws. Mara sealed breaches behind. Air recyclers hummed cover. DOS's manifest pinged. Auction in 10. Royal Air's prime lot. Sarith's frills flattened. Hear that? Mara paused. Children's cries echoed faint. Other cages. Her jaw set.
Expand the op.
Sareth nodded. Mutual rescue. They dropped into the medwing underbelly. Guards patrolled profit spacers. Like Carrick, Mara tranked one silent. Sarith dragged him into shadows. Deeper. Auction hall loomed. Voices barked bids. But no veil girls. DOS held them separate.
Split?
Mara whispered. Sarith scented ahead. Eye to him. Claws touched. Packed. Mara ghosted corridors. Biolocks yielded to her spike. Cages lined walls. Kids huddled. Multi-species terrified. One cell. Empty chains. Fresh dragged marks. Her gut twisted. Decoy cells empty. He's moving them. Sarith's comm crackled. DOS broadcasts. Ransom to me. Bait. Mara sprinted. Alarms wailed. Station security mobilized. She rounded a corner. DOS's goons hauled crates. Muffled whimpers inside. Nemi? Mara charged. Trank dart dropped the first. Mara's trank dart hit the second. Goon square in the neck. He crumpled mid-stride. Crate slipping from his grip. Muffled squeaks erupted from inside. Nemi's voice, high and frantic. Quiet, little one, Mara hissed, lunging for the third bug. Her boot cracked his knee. He howled. She drove an elbow into his throat, silencing him. Lyra's face pressed against a vent grate above. Human. Crate 2, sister. Mara yanked the lid. Nemi tumbled out, feathers matted, eyes wide. The girl latched onto Mara's arm with tiny claws. Warmth spread through the contact, trust instant, desperate. Mara scooped her up. Got you. Move. Boots thundered from the auction hall. Sarith's plasma lance flashed in the corridor behind, guards vaporized in blue arcs. The Queen burst through smoke, frills flared. DOS flays to his ship. We pursue. Mara slung Nemi onto her back. Lyra dropped from the vent, landing light. She grabbed Mara's free hand. Mother's cutter blocks the dock. Carrick's frigate launches now. They sprinted. Station corridors blurred, sparks from breached panels, cries from other cages fading behind. Sarith slashed a bulkhead door. Vacuum seals hissed. Mara's salvage runner waited in the bay, engines hot from remote prep. Carrick Doss's voice boomed over emergency comms. Attention all vessels in Epsilon. 7 Sector. Quarantine order from Trade Authority. Biohazard breach on derelict station. All ships ping heat signatures immediately. Non-compliance forfeits docking rights. Lyra's frills twitched. False signal. He masks his scan. Mara buckled the girls into the crash webbing. Nemi clung to Lyra, shivering. Cold. Scanners hurt. Sarith vaulted aboard. His frigate sweeps wide. We ghost or die. Mara sealed the hatch. Ghost it is. She slammed the console. Non-essential systems died, lights flickered black, nav arrays offline, weapons cold. Life support rerouted full to the cabin. Warm air blasted the girl's nook. Sensors went dark. No heat bloom, no EM signature. Just a drifting hulk. Carrick's ping swept the sector. Mara watched her scope. Ghost echoes from station debris lit his scanners like fireflies. His frigate veered toward a false hit. Lyra stared at the dead panels. You blind us. How navigate? Mara gripped the stick. Her runner drifted free. Station locks disengaging. Sareth's cutter idled beside a sleek predator hull scarred from royal hunts. The Queen patched through. Power feed incoming. Take my surge push engines dark. Mara's board lit green. Cutter juice flooded her drives. Silent thrust, no exhaust flare. Debris field ahead. Tight weave. You clear? Sareth's voice hummed resolve. I shield flanks. Pilot Val authorizes you. Thread the scrap. Mara punched it. Her ship slipped into the field. Twisted girders from a gutted freighter spun lazy. Carrick's scan pinged again, chasing reflections off alloy hulls. Mara jinked left, scraping a girder by millimeters. Sparks kissed her flank, but no heat spike. Nemi whimpered, burying into Lyra. Spinning death. Lyra's claws dug Mara's seat. Human sees paths we miss. Steady. A massive engine nacelle tumbled end over end. Mara rolled under it, thrusters whispering Sareth's borrowed power. Carrick's frigate loomed on auxscope, brute engines blazing, scanners painting ghosts. His false quarantine looped, fooling stray traders into pings that cluttered his feed.
They're selling echoes, Mara muttered. She banked hard right, threading a lattice of frozen pipes.
Collision klaxon blared, silenced with a slap. Lyra's eyes widened, tracking spins only alien senses caught. Sareth's cutter darted parallel, lance ready. A stray drone from Carrick buzzed close. Queen shredded it mid-scan. Deeper in, wreckage thickened, shattered hull plates whirled like blades. Mara's hands danced. Port fin grazed ice-crusted debris. Nemi giggled sudden, touching the warming bulkhead. Mama's power.
Humans quiet.
Lyra nodded slowly. She tricks hunters, like nest games. Carrick's voice crackled open channel. Salvage rat in the field. I see your cold trail. Surrender the crates, or join the scrap. Mara killed the receive. Not today. She spotted a gap. Cyclone of fuel pods. Venting trace plasma. Perfect mirror. She dove. Ship shuddered through the vortex. Scanners on Carrick's bridge would chase a dozen phantoms now. Her runner emerged clean, slipping toward the field's edge. Soreth matched pace. Dock with me. Girls transfer safe. Lyra tensed. Mother close, but human first shielded. Stay family. Mara's jaw tightened. Debris thinned. Open black ahead. Trade lanes, Queen's reinforcements inbound. But Carrick broke through. Frigate shrugging wreckage like dust. His turrets spun hot. Got you, he snarled over comms. Sareth's lance fired, warning shot across his bow. Return my blood, slaver. Or, burn. Carrick laughed. Royal bitch chases ghosts, cargo's mine auction gold. Mara glanced back. Girls huddled tight, eyes on her. Trust locked in. She fed more power, engines straining. One more weave. Hold. Lyra whispered, we hold with you. The frigate closed. Mara eyed a final hazard, a derelict cruiser core, venting gas clouds. She plunged in. Carrick followed, scanners blind in the murk. Sareth peeled off, cutter vanishing into the cloud's shadow. Power feed cut deliberate. Mara's ship went full ghost again.
Inside the cloud, gas refracted every ping. Carrick's ship thrashed, turrets firing blind.
Mara hugged the core's spine, mag clamps kissing hull. Minutes ticked. Girls breathed steady now. Nemi's claws relaxed on Mara's sleeve. Lyra scented the air. Mother signals. Clear run. Mara, unclamped. Silent thrust out the far side. Carrick's frigate wallowed, entangled in ghost chaff. Sareth's cutter rendezvoused, bay doors yawning. Mara docked smooth. Hatch cycled. Sareth waited, arms open. Lyra hopped down first, pulling Nemi.
Mother, the Queen crushed them close, frills vibrating joy.
But her gaze locked on Mara. You sheltered my nest. Threads the death we fear. Mara shouldered her kit. Checklists. Kids first. Nemi tugged Sareth's claw toward Mara. Family fast. Human stays. Sareth scented Mara's hand, compassion sharp as plasma. Trust shares the guard. Pilot with us. Carrick hunt still. Alarms pinged. Carrick's frigate breaking free, vectoring hard. Mara grinned. Mutual rescue. Let's finish it. Sareth's cutter surged forward. Mara's runner clamped secure. Royal codes flashed, trade lanes parted, but Carrick's shadow grew. Deeper scans lit Mara's board. Not alone. His auction buyers inbound. 3 corvettes, profit-hungry. Lyra piped up. More hunters. Sarith's frills hardened. We fight as one. Mara prepped tranks. Or ghost them all. Nemi clapped. Human way, Carrick's hail cut in. Endgame, Quill?
Airs fetch triple now. Your medkit life's short.
Mara patched Saris Lanceray to her scopes. Your scanners chase ghosts. Ours find throats. The Queen authorized full link. Power shared. Trust sealed in the black. Corvettes swarmed. Mara plotted the weave. Clang! Carrick's frigate latched onto Mara's runner like a parasite. The cargo hatch buckled under the boarding tube's drill whine. Mara Quill slammed the emergency bulkhead controls. Red light strobed the dim bridge. Hold tight, kids. Checklists now. Lyra Vale clutched her sister's arm, eyes sharp behind glowing frills. Nemi whimpered, small claws digging into Mara's boot. 8 years old, tops. Exhausted from days in the vents. Tube breached. Pressure alarms screamed. 4 boarders in patched vac suits tumbled into the outer lock. Mag boots sparking. Mazza pickets her outer, irised shut behind them. Inner door stayed sealed. She twisted the vacuum override. Air howled out. Orders clawed at visors fogging white. One pounded the hatch. Muffled thuds faded to silence. Trapped, Mara said. She locked the inner door triple time. Ghosted. Lyra peered at the scanner feed. More coming. Carrick's voice on their channel. He's coordinating from the frigate.
Safe? For now.
Mara scooped her up, one arm free for her tranq pistol. Practical medic moves. Salvadrons taught her that. Hull shook again. New contacts. Sarith's cutter, royal codes flashing. Laser fire stitched the black. The Queen's ship carved through Carrick's wingman. Docking clamps thudded home.
Hatch cycled with a hiss.
Queen Sorith Vale burst through, dragging her limp guard. His carapace cracked, violet blood oozing from a gut wound. Frills rigid with fury, Sorith's forearms hauled him like dead weight. Med bay. Now. Sorith's voice clicked, mandibles sharp. She dumped the guard on Mara's table, ignoring the corridor where Lyra and Nemi huddled. Mara blinked. Royal Queen, air hunter across 3 sectors. Daughters right there, but guard first. Discipline. Step back. Mara shouldered past, kit snapping open. Sealant foam hissed into the wound. Nanites injected. Vital scanner beeped steady. Sarith loomed. Scent glands pulsing alien spice. Keohim before the young. Lance honor demands it. Mara nodded. Hand steady. Priorities match. Bleeding stanched. He'll walk in 10. Lyra edged closer, cautious gaze flicking between them. She tested Sarith's claw with a touch. Human traps borders smart. Nemi wriggled free, patted Mara's knee. Touch bond instant. Family fix. Sarith's frills twitched. Assessment. She scented the air. Human sweat, no fear tang. You sheltered my nestlings. How? Found him in Carrick's hold. Checklisted the grab. Mara sealed the guard's wound. He groaned, eyes flickering. Borders in the tube twitched on cams. One suit breached. Mara amped the vent. No survivors needed. Alarms wailed anew. Carrick's frigate yanked free, grapples retracting, but his corvette buyers closed. 3 hulls, scanner ghosts peeling chaff. Sorith growled. Prophet vermin, inbound. My cutter's lances charge. Lyra darted to the suit locker by the hatch. Pirate gear spilled. Vake helmets, comm tags. She yanked a tag free, claws precise, scanned it with her wrist pad. Carrick's frequency. Private band. I heard it in the vents. Mara took the tag. Tiny screen glowed. Encrypted squawk.
Smart grab, kid.
Hatchet to my board. Lyra slapped it in. Freck lit up. Carrick's voice crackled. Quill's runner pinned. Corvettes flanked the Queen's cutter. Hare's triple price. Mara grinned. Jam pulse primed. Got his throat. Sarith's mandibles clicked approval. Shared guard. Link lances to your scopes.
Mara authorized the bridge handshake.
Royal power surged through her boards. Target locks sharpened. Her runner's ghosts danced with Sareth's chaff.
Nemi clapped tiny claws. Human weave.
Lyra stood tall. Carrick lies. He promised safe trade. Profit first, Mara said. She fired the jam. Carrick's channel went static. Corvette leads veered blind. Soreth hauled her guard upright. He gripped his lance rifle, frills firming. For the queen. Hull rocked. Corvette grazed them. Mara rolled the runner into a spiral, Soreth's cutter matching seamless. Trank torps spat from Mara's bays. One Corvette shuddered, boarders convulsing in their own tubes. Flank 2 down, Lyra called, glued to Aux scanner. Carrick's frigate looped hard, plasma lancing wide. His buyer scattered, ghosts failing against shared scopes. Sareth's voice boomed over link. He flees. Trade lanes open. Royal off. Mara plotted the pursuit weave. Tight, efficient, kid safe, guard walking, trust locked. But Carrick's shadow lingered. Deeper scans pinged. Not alone. Backup corvettes ghosting in. Nemi tugged Soreth's leg. Human stays. Family fast. The queen knelt, crushing Lyra and Nemi close. Frills vibrated. Joy pulse. Her gaze pierced Mara. Threads of death, we fear. You wove them safe. Mara shouldered her kit. Kids first. Always. Pilot with us. Carrick hunts. We end him. Runner undocked smooth. Clamps secured a cutter's flank. Alarms pinged. Frigate breaking true vector. Mara grinned at the board. Mutual rescue. Let's checklist his grave. Lyra piped frequencies. Nemi touched every control. Guard saluted. Soreth's lances hummed. Corvettes swarmed proper now. Mara plotted the weave. Human improv, alien fire.
Carrick's hail cut sharp. Endgame quill. Hairs fetch more with queen's blood.
Shared scopes found his bridge. Trust sealed. Fire. Mara's fingers danced. Torps away. Sareth's lances followed. Throats slit in the black.
One Corvette crumpled. Carrick jinked, but Lyra's freak tag pinged his evasion pattern.
There. Jan hit. Lances struck true. Frigate vented Admo, border spilling like chaff. Soreth's cutter surged. Mara matched. Kids cheered. But Carrick's escape pod blinked. Profit pod buyers rallying. Deeper black called. Ghost him, Mara said. Soreth nodded.
As one, Nemi beamed up.
Family wins. Lyra tested Mara's hand. Honest grip.
Bond set. Carrick's shadow grew. Auction hounds closed. Mara prepped ghosts. Shared job. Protection wove tight. The weave tightened. Corvettes dove. Mara rolled. Explosions bloomed. One buyer grazed the runner's flank. Sparks flew in the medbay. Guard lunged to shield. Soreth snarled. Hold course. Mara did. Tranks lanced out. Corvette pilots slumped. Lyra called targets. Nemi held steady. Carrick's pod vectored for a jump gate. Royal codes flashed. Lanes parted for the hunt. Almost, Mara muttered. Zoreth's frill scent sharpened. Compassion mirrored. You prove. Nest safe with human guard. Trust shared. Fire shared. Family forged. But scans lit hot. Carrick signaled reinforcements. 4th Corvette fat with slavers. Mara's board blared. More hunters. Lyra's eyes hardened. We fight smarter. Nemi nodded. Human way. Soreth authorized full link. Power flooded. Cutter and runner danced as one. Carrick's voice broke jam. Your medkit life's short quill. Mara patched lances to throats. Ghosts chase you now. The queen's cutter surged forward. Swarm closed. Weave engaged. Mara keyed the tight beam.
Carrick Doss. Quill here. Cut your thrust.
Trade you straight up. Your neck for the girl's clear run home. No blood, no bounty hunters. Deliver your buyer logs, and we dock peaceful. Static crackled. Lyra leaned over the console, frills twitching. Nemi clutched Mara's leg, eyes wide on the scan.
Carrick's voice rasped through. Quill, you medkit fool.
Kids are leveraged us now. My pod jumps clean. Buyer swarm. Your runner scrap. Mara glanced at the board. 4th Corvette fat with slavers vectored close. Soreth's cutter held parallel. Weave link pulsing data.
Swarm tightened. Not dust, Mara said.
They're homebound unless you glitch this. Send cords to your auction net. I broadcast your pardon code. Walk free.
Laughter barked.
Queen's frills spike for my head. Sorist's channel chimed open. Her voice cut sharp, frill-sent modulator humming authority. DOS. Sarith Vela speaks. Accept the human's terms. Live to rot in cells. Guard captain's growl overlaid.
My queen, no. Lance the pod.
Royal blood demands. Silence Krell. Sarith overrode. Human proves path. Non-lethal clamp. Confession first. Tribunal binds tighter than death.
Lyra's claws tapped Mara's arm. She listens.
To you. Mara nodded, kept eyes on thrust vectors. Carrick, Queen, greenlights it. Your call. Bite me, Quill. Fine. Send decoy beacon. My buyer's ping. Dock range. Logs drop. Mara punched the ghost beacon. Fake signal bloomed on his scans, mimicking slaver pickup. Runner's automated clamp primed silent. Beacon live, she said. Match course. Pod yawed, corvettes peeled off, chasing ghosts Mara had seeded earlier. Sorith's cutter ghosted behind, power weave feeding Mara targeting locks. Nemi pressed closer.
He comes? Hook set.
Mara murmured. She stroked the kid's frill. Soft vibration hummed back. Trust touch. Lyra scanned readouts. Clamp range in 30. Corvette shadows at 45. Smart eyes, Mara said. Call if they twitch. Pod closed. Scans pinged airlock sync.
Carrick's voice gloated. Logs incoming.
Kid's escort ends here. Data packet hit. Mara forwarded to Sorith. Got his auction chain. Slaver hubs marked. Clamp triggered. Magnetic jaws snapped. Pod shuddered. Locked hard to runner's flank. Carrick swore. Release Sorith's Marines beamed over. Cutter bridged seamless. Frill scent flooded the link. Victory sharp. Mara watched feeds. Armored guards swarmed the pod. Carrick thrashed in trank nets, claws bagged. No shots fired. Captain secured, Sarith reported. Voice warmed. Human plan holds. He confesses now. Open channel relayed. Carrick gasped. Vale, logs true. Sold heirs for thrones. Buyers named Crag Collective, Pod 7. Tribunal take it, Sarith's tone iced. Transmit all.
Interstellar net receives. Packet burst wide.
Tribunal beacons lit across lanes. Alerts chained. Slaverdens rated in ripple. Mara exhaled. Runner steady. Kid safe. Lyra tested Mara's grip again. Claws retracted full. You ghosted him. No kill. Cleaner win. Mara said. Justice sticks. Nemi beamed up, hugging both legs. Family ghosts. Sarith's image flickered on screen. Crown frills eased. Quill. You sheltered my nest. Proof enough. Docks open at Vale Prime. Shared guard till then. Deal. Weave holds. But scans pinged new. Tribunal corvette inbound. Armed heavy. Carrick's last buyer, logs or not. Lyra stiffened. They hunt loose ends. Sarith's cutter surged ahead. Together, swarms echo closed. Mara throttled up. Kids braced. Protection wove tighter. The runner dove into the weave.
Sarith's voice sharpened over comms. Quill, your ghost spot time.
Now the fat corvette dumps borders. Scans show 20, armed for breach. Mara checked her medbay lockers. Trank loads full. Runner's clamps primed. Lure them dockside? Lyra piped up. Yes. Like Carrick. Nemi nodded fast.
Human trap.
Sarith overrode her captain again. Krell protested. My queen, blast them. Sarith's frill scent spiked resolve. Human way integrates. Clamps and nets. Live captures feed tribunal. Mara triggered secondary beacon. Slaver bait glowed. Corvette bit. Thrusting hard. Range closing. Lyra called. Fingers danced on aux console. Mara rolled runner evasive. Explosions kissed hull. Grazes only.
Hold steady, kids. Nemi gripped console edge.
Her small claws clicked rhythm. Nara felt the bond pulse. Exhaustion gone. Focus sharp. Corvette loomed. Tubes spat borders. Pods latched. Mara slammed clamps. Jaws crushed seals. Airlocks fused. Sarith's Marines poured through shared weave link. Tranks flew.
Slavers slumped in heaps. One breached medbay outer.
Mara faced him. Hypo ready. Alien bulk lunged. Prophet tattoos gleamed. Lyra darted low. Tripped his ankle. Nemi hurled a med scanner. Heavy thunk to knee. Mara plunged trank. Bulk dropped. Good team, she said. Sarith beamed in projection. Watched the takedown. Extraordinary. Feeds showed all borders netted. Corvette captain surrendered, logs spilling more chains. Tribunal net blazed brighter. Raids multiplied. Mara wiped sweat. Clear run now? Sarith's eyes gleamed. Almost. One shadow lingers. Carrick's silent partner. Pod ghost on edge. Lyra's frills perked. We chase? Mara checked fuel.
Together!
Nemi yawned, leaned on Mara. Touch lingered. Safety sealed. Sarith nodded. Shared job binds. Runner and cutter matched thrust. Deeper black yielded, but the ghost pod flared engines. Jump gate loomed. Buyer reinforcements vectored. Mara keyed weapons link. Non-lethal still? Sarith paused. Execution right burned in her gaze. One command, and lances ended it. Instead, your plan, Quill. Prove again. Trust locked. Family chased. Mara plotted intercept. Decoy beacon primed anew. Ghosts multiplied. Swarm scattered. Pod veered into trap. Clamps snapped true. Another confession downloaded. Valley Prime hailed. Docks glowed welcome.
Kids waved at screens. Sarith's frills softened full.
Mara docked, runner smooth. Airlock. Cycled. Queen waited, arms open. Lyra ran first. Nemi trailed, glancing back. Hand tugged Mara's. Honest grip held. Stay? Nemi whispered.
Sarith knelt.
Nest claims her guard. Mara knelt too. Shared. But tribunal alert pinged final. Carrick's deep buyer surfaced. Fleet scale. Sarith rose. We hunt as one?
Family does.
Sarith's frills flared wide as the airlock sealed behind them. Quill, aboard my flagship. Now.
Her voice cut through the docking clamor.
Guards parted. Mara nodded. Nemi's small hand still clutched in his. Lyra flanked them both, eyes scanning every shadow. Medbay doors hissed open. Sarith barked orders. Full scan.
Integration protocols. Every cell, every bond.
Tech swarmed the girls. Lyra stiffened but held Nemi's other hand. Mara squeezed gently. Like the drill. Scanners hummed. Blue lights danced over iridescent skin. Sarith loomed at Mara's shoulder. Your runner's logs show exposure. Toxins? Psych bonds? Mara met her gaze. Clean medkit. Vital stable since pickup. Checked twice en route. A tech glanced up. Queen, human standard care matches ours. No anomalies. Sarith's mandibles clicked. Cultural overlay? Another screen flickered. Images of human games, meals, songs. Lyra piped up. He sang Spacer's rhymes. Nemi slept through him. Nemi nodded, frills twitching. Warm. Sarith exhaled slow. Provisional clear, but trust earns layers. She waved them out. Mara kept pace, girls between. Drill time, he said. Lyra perked. Again? Deck plates thrummed. Mara dropped to one knee. Alert sounds. What first? Lyra pointed. Nemi mimed it, latching on. Then, Mara prompted. Low crouch, hand signals. They practiced. Thumb up for clear, flat palm for hold. Nemi giggled when Mara's palm brushed her crest. Bulkhead ahead. Sleeping spots. Mara swept an arm. Lyra darted to a hammock nook, testing sway.
Secure. Nemi tugged Mara to a padded ledge near vents.
Warm air. Like your runner. She curled in, patting space beside. Mara grinned. Guard post. Approved. Sarith watched from the hatch. Her eyes narrowed, then softened. They choose you. Mara shrugged. Kids know safe holds. Alarms pinged soft tribunal feed. Carrick's buyer named. Syndicate Lord. Fleet inbound. Deeper rot. She led them to command deck. Holomap swirled. Quill, your intercept saved them. Proof enough? Mara scanned vectors. Syndicate jumps predictable. Blockade here.
He traced a line.
Sarith nodded. Legal charter. Protector status. Civilian liaison to Royal Nursery. A drone hummed over. Ink bloomed on Mara's palm. Royal seal, glowing. Binding, Sarith said. Nest law. You shield. We arm. Lyra stared. He's ours? Nemi beamed, hugging Mara's leg. Mara flexed his hand. Shared job. Footfalls echoed. Guards escorted. Mara walked the girls back, seal itching fresh. Corridors narrowed to nursery wing. Soft lights pulsed. Lyra skipped ahead, then paused. Vectors class. Nemi yawned. Story time after. Cyrith waited inside, surrounded by attendants. Lyra bolted into her arms. Nemi lingered, peeking at Mara. "Stay," she whispered again. Mara knelt.
Routes flex. School calendar locked in.
He tapped his wrist pad. Next hall rerouted, detour through Vale lanes. Cyrith scooped Nemi up, nest full, but her eyes locked on Mara. Liaison reports weekly. First hunt, Syndicate Lord. Mara straightened. Gear up? Hollow pinged, fleet signatures rising. Cyrith's voice boomed over comms. All ships, Quill leads van. Protectors forward. Mara grinned, seal warm. Girls waved from the door. Lyra yelled, "Trap 'em like ghosts!" Running's engine spooled in Mara's mind. Docks blurred past. Guards saluted the charter. Cyrith fell in step. Human normal. Checklists. Drills. Mara checked his medkit. Your scans. Our blocks. Wins together. Syndicate probes winked on sensors. Mara keyed non-lethals. Decoy first. Cyrith's cutter matched thrust. Your play. Trust sealed in fire. Nursery lights faded behind. Lyra's voice echoed in memory. He's ours. Mara plotted the intercept. Family guarded forward. But a shadow pinged lone. Carrick's final bolt hole. Cyrith's frill brushed his shoulder. Shared end. Deck shook as they jumped. Mara gripped controls. Ours. Scanners locked the pod. Clamps fired true. Hatch breached. Carrick sprawled, eyes wide. Mercy. Mara zip-tied him. Queen's call. Cyrith boarded. Execution gleam fading. Confess. Data spilled.
Syndicate core cracked. Mara hauled the captain to brig.
Girls' faces lit screens. Safe cheering. Nemi's handprint glowed on his pad.
Back aboard flagship, Cyrith gathered them.
Nest claims full. She pressed a crest pin to Mara's collar. Lyra pinned the other side. Nemi hugged tight. Guard forever. Fleet stood down. Vale Prime bloomed below. Mara scheduled permanent lane. School run slotted.
Cyrith clasped his arm. Protection weaves eternal.
One last ping. New heirs announced. Mara smiled. Drills for more? Family nodded. Shared. Yet Syndicate echoes whispered. Deeper fleets stirred. Mara checked weapons. Next shift? Cyrith's eyes gleamed. Together. Lyra tugged.
Teach us blocks. Nemi mimed crouch.
Mara knelt, low first. Trust bound them tight. Protection called anew. Command deck thrummed alive. Mara sanked pads. Vectors class tomorrow. We clear? Lyra nodded fierce. Cyrith's frills relaxed full. Clear.
Runner detached smooth.
But Mara's new quarters waited. Nursery adjacent. Hammock swayed empty. He claimed it. Guard post eternal. Syndicate Lord's flag fell next jump. Clamps snapped. Confessions poured. Mara walked the girls to class next dawn. Drill check. Thumbs up all around. Queen's voice hailed. Liaison. Nest secure? Mara glanced at giggling sisters. Locked. Shared job held. Family chased shadows no more alone. But one ghost pinged faint. Old buyers ken. Mara applauded. Together? Echoed yes. Protection eternal. Mimi's hand found his. Warm. Honest.